Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So we are going to do a video presentations on product description for subject JLS1204 proofreading and editing 1. So this is our group members.
The first product description is about a Korean suit pants that we found on TikTok shop. Next to it is the table of errors that we have made. Number 1 is punctuation errors, number 2 capitalization error, number 3 sentence structures, number 4 parallelism, and lastly is comparative error.
So as you can see in the first example, the sentence lacks a full stop. So that is a punctuation error because a sentence needs to have a full stop at the end of it to indicate that it's the end of the sentence, so it doesn't confuse the readers. As you can see in the slide, breathable material, best fabric to wear in hot weather. Well, it sounds weird, right? Because a comma and a full stop is missing in the sentence. A comma is needed after material to separate the descriptive phrase, and a full stop is needed to complete the sentence. Without the full stop, the sentence is incomplete. Punctuation error in this last example happens because the sentence does not use comma properly to separate the items in the list. Without a comma before the word "and", the list becomes unclear. By adding the comma, it helps clearly separate each item and makes the sentence easier to understand. Next, moving on to the capitalization error section for the first part description. So as you can see, for the sentence that we have put in the slide, it has many unnecessary capital letter in front of each word. And this is wrong because capital letter is only required at the beginning of the sentence and for proper nouns only. In the sentence, they put capital letters in every word, even towards word that is not a proper noun, because in that sentence there are no proper nouns. Therefore, it is wrong. So we have corrected it to a proper and to the correct form of the sentence. Moving on to the next capitalization error that we have found in the first part description. So in the first box, it is wrong because after the colon, it introduces a list, not proper nouns. Therefore, they need to be in lowercase letter. Next, the letter L in length should be capitalized because it appears at the beginning of a label. In English, when a word comes after a colon as a heading or a category label, the first word is capitalized. Therefore, length should be written as length in capitalized L to follow standard capitalization rules and look more formal and consistent.
We also found a sentence structure error in the first product. It is as read here, this pen's cutting is small than normal, so need to buy 1 or 2 sizes larger than normal, and before buy the pen, please refer to our size chart before purchase. Even reading it sounds wrong, so what about the sentence structure? There are some corrections made in this sentence, which are the apostrophe, the comparative, which change from that to then, adding a few words to connect the sentences together and making this sentence grammatically correct. The second sentence structure error is as read, measured to perfection, designed to enhance your body ratio. In the correction, we added "n" and an "ed" after design because design has already been made. The first error in parallelism that we find in this product description is as read, the precise color of the clothing may vary depending on the specific monitor, the setting, and the lighting conditions. As you can see on the red part, the specific monitor is a singular, while the setting is vaguely singular, but the last object, lighting conditions, are plural. It makes it not parallel, so we corrected it and added "as" to the settings to make it plural. The next parallel error is as read, occasion, formal/office/smart casual, material, polyester. As you can see, the sentence should have ended at smart casual and the material should have been put under to make it parallel with the other sentences. Therefore, in the corrected one, we put the material under the occasion as it's supposed to be. The one and only comparative error in this product description is if height more than 170 cm, please check the pants length before buying. In the error, you can see that the 10 is spelled wrongly. So we corrected it to THAN, which is the correct term for comparative.
Now, let's move on to the second description. So the description we selected for the second product was also found on TikTok Shop, which shows that it is commonly used on online platform. And to help the audience to get more details, we have provided a QR code on the slide for you to scan for further information. Moving on to the second product description, there are several errors in this product description. So there are 6 error, which is the subject verb agreement error, spelling error, word choice error, capitalization error, sentence structure error, and finally the punctuation error. So moving on to our first category, which is the subject verb agreement error. In the first sentence, 6 color available. So the number 6 actually indicates more than one item, but the noun color is written in a singular form. And plural numbers actually have to be followed by plural nouns. Therefore, the correct form is 6 colors available. So moving on to the next sentence, similarly, in the sentence specific delivery time request, the noun request is a singular even though it refers to more than one possible request. To match the meaning, the noun should be in a plural form. So the correct sentence should be specific delivery time request. Therefore, in both examples, the error occurs because singular nouns are used instead of plural nouns, which affects the overall subject-verb agreement. Moving on to the second category, which is the spelling error. So, for example, in the sentence size available, so the word available is actually being spelled incorrectly since the letter L is being omitted. So, it can be said that this is a omitted copy error. So, next is the sentence. Please check your parcel status at courier website or call them if necessary. So in this sentence, the word your is missing the letters Y and also U, which makes it being spelled incorrectly. Like I said before, the letters Y and O is being omitted from the actual word. So moving on to the third category, which is the word choice error. So in the first sentence, which is the size may have 3 cm/2 inch inaccuracy due to hand measure. So the problem here is the word measure, since the sentence is actually talking about the act of measuring. So the correct word is actually measurement. So using measure here doesn't convey the intended meaning and makes it sound very unnatural. So for the second sentence, which is the we are unable to accommodate specific delivery time requests to ensure operation efficiency. So the error here is the word operations, since the sentence describes efficiency, right? So which needs an adjective, not a noun. So the correct word is actually efficient. It is actually operational, since using operation makes the sentence grammatically incorrect and also very unclear. Therefore, in both cases, the wrong word prevents the meaning from being expressed clearly, which is why these are word choice error.
We go into the capitalization errors. The first example, the W in waffle and M in materials is written incorrectly. So as we read the whole phrases, it's like the writer intends to tell us the fabric type of the shirt. I corrected it into the cotton waffle material with the W and M in the lower cases. And for the second example, so the M in man and S in t-shirt should not be written in upper cases. It's the same case as in the examples. It is a common noun. Going through the sentence structure areas, you have the first example, the pink part that is 6 colors. When we look at 6, we know that it is more than just one. It should be in the plural form. I made the corrections into the availables in 6 colors. I included ins in the sentence to make the whole sentence flow smoothly. Okay, for the second example, both combination of both sentences not really easily understandable. I corrected it into made with waffle materials. It is suitable for casuals and daily wear. So I make sure that the sentence is a complete sentence, easier to audience to understand it. The third example, we have the dark gray. I corrected into dark gray also, but with an E. The gray here with an A is Americans. So based on the whole product descriptions, I can see that the writer is trying to use a British English. So to make sure the whole content is parallel, I use gray in the British English form. So last but not least, the last example we have for this category is the precise color of clothing may vary depending on the specific monitor, the settings, and the lighting conditions. I will be focusing on the monitor here. As we look through the monitor, we look through the word beside it, that is the settings and lighting conditions. Both setting and condition have an S, so it usually matters parallelism. So to make sure it is parallel, we should add S to the monitor, so it is aligned to the settings and the lighting condition itself. But not least, the last category will be punctuation errors. The first phrase, it is like independent clauses, and the second one also independent. So when you have independent and independent, you can include the semicolon between it to make the whole correcting the whole sentence, it will increase the audience understandings. Next, the t-shirt should have a hyphen before it, because the T in the t-shirt is like indicating the shape of the shirt itself. This is the corrected description for the second product. So our comparison of the product descriptions, we have found 3 similarities on those 2 product descriptions. First of all, we have sentence structure errors. Secondly, we have punctuation errors. Last but not least, we have capitalization errors. So overall, the first product descriptions is so much better because it has less corrections needed compared to the second product description.